Alright, hey everybody. So this is gonna be my first Yu-Gi-Oh video on YouTube, and I'm on using Deck I right now, and I'm gonna be doing a deck list of my Bujin deck I have. So here's the Bujin deck, and I'm hoping to make this when the cards come out. So this Friday, I'm hoping to get enough cards to actually make the deck, minus the cards that come out in Shadow Specters. So without further ado, let's start the deck list. So here I got two Bujin Mikazuchi, three Bujin Yamato, three Bujingi Turtles, one Bujingi Crow now, not Yada. They came up with a localized name. Two Brother and Firefoot Bear, three Bujingi Killing, and three Crane and Honest. So I'll go over what each of them does after. I'm just listing off everything first. One Heavy, two War God Advent, or Rise of the Bujin, or I think it's finalized the Bujin Incarnation. Monster Reborn, one. Two Baduality. It works really well in this deck. One Book of Moon, two Lances, one Fire Formation Tensu, three Tenki, so good in this deck. Two Bottomless, one Bujin Armament Apparition, one Mirror Force, one Torrential, maining two Band-Aids Emptiness, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. Fair. And that's the main deck. The extra deck, I have two Gagazushi. He's not out until Shadow Specters levels. Mikazuchi and Crow. One Utopia, two Susanoo, one Omega, one Shockmaster, one Tiger King, one Pape Operative, one Black Ship, Diamond Direwolf, one Star Liege. I might take out Lavalvo Chain. I'm probably going to take out Lavalvo Chain, put a second Star Liege, because he's really good. I run him in my Noble Knight deck as well. It's just a good card. Love it. Free 2,000 damage, basically, if they don't have any back row, and your control decks, you can get rid of the back row pretty easily, which is really good. Lavalvo Chain, Dagu's Namro, and Go Cowboy for the extra deck. The side deck, I got three Max C, three Effect Failure, three Mystical Space Typhoon, two Kaiser Coliseum, two Bureau Iron Wall, and two Soul Drain. So yeah, that's what I'm running and hoping to make. So I'll go over each of the cards. So basically, Bujin Mikazuchi, what he does is when a Bujin Beast Warrior is destroyed by Garo or card effects, so it's really like if he just leaves the field, or like even if you use no effects, you can just special summon him, and he works really well together with Yamato. I'll explain that in a second. And he's technically he's the second big monster in your deck. He's got the most attack, and with tankies on the field, he's over 2,000, so 2,000, 2,100, so on and so forth. And yeah, he's just good because Bujin Yamato dies, he just special summons himself. So it's like, even if you're opponent Dark Holes, if you have him in your hand and Yamato dies from the Dark Hole, he's on the field again. He's pretty good, and you can protect him with other monsters. I'll explain more as to how you protect them in a second. Yamato, he's the main monster of the deck. You need three of them. 1,800 tag goes up more if you have tankies on the field. Basically, you literally sit with him on the field and just protect him, and you slowly chip your opponent down. Or if you want to go for a big finish, you can go into like Susanoo or Kogatsushi. And basically, what it is his effect again. Mikazuchi is his second effect, but Yamato's effect is like at the end phase, you add a card from your deck, a Bujin card, and then you can discard a card. And because the Beast Warrior Bujin cards are Yamato and Mikazuchi, their effects are on the field. The Wing Beasts are in the hand, and the Beasts are in the graveyard. And there's like one exception, and he's not even that good, so it doesn't really matter. So basically, yeah, you add, say you have a turtle in your hand, you add a crane, discard a turtle. That way you have protection from targeting effects with turtle, and you have a pseudo honest in your hand. So yeah, you run 3 of those. You run 3 turtle because, again, he's the protection, so like if they target it with like Big Eye or something, or even Dragon's Eye, you negate it, doesn't die, stays there. It's good. Yada, this is like one of my tags. I like it because, or sorry, Crow. I like it just because I've had a couple like games where I've been testing out the Bujin deck, and the Crane, I have it in my hand all the time, but like it's just satisfying just then to get the tag and they take half of the thing. Like especially if you're playing against somebody who's like Excalibur and stuff, it's really funny because then they take like 2,000. So it's just fun. And I have run out of Cranes before, and some like you have ways to recycle Crane. It's just sometimes if you can't do it right now, you can get Crow, so you still have one more option. And there are some other ones that people typed in, like the Centipede, where it's like basically an MST, but I prefer this one. Brother of Fire Fist Bear. I don't really think he really needs a description. I think most people know what he does, but yeah, you attack, you get fire formation, and because Tenki adds Beast War, you can get Mikazuchi or Yamato, most likely Yamato, and then they get boosted by it as well. And you can also grab Tensu if you want to like go in for a synchro because you get the double normal summon. So yeah, he's pretty good, and you can also pop monsters. Just solid card. I only have 2. 3, I could get rid of the Crow and run a 3rd, but I really don't. I like the 2. 3, just like, the point is Yamato, not Bear, so yeah. 3 killing again. He works from the graveyard as well. Him and Turtle, and you banish them from the graveyard, and he can destroy 1 card your opponent controls, 1 face-up card your opponent controls, so back row or monsters. So it's really good. Turtle, you banish it, and it negates the effect, right? And then Crow. Crow is the pseudo, or not Crow, Crane. Crane is the pseudo honest, and what he does is he doubles your Bujin Beast Warrior monster's attack by its original attack. So Yamato goes up to 36, Mikazuchi goes to 38. And you activate in the damage step, so your opponent can't activate other things. So you just attack over like everything. It also works on Susanoo and Kagasuchi. Honest is honest. Heavy Storm, Heavy Storm. War God Evan or Rise of Bujin or Bujin Incarnation, whichever one they decide to do. Basically, if you have a remove from play card, a remove from play Bujin card, and one in your graveyard, you can, if you have no monsters and your opponent controls a monster, you special summon those 2, so you can instantly go into Susanoo. Or Kagutsuchi if you have a banned Beast Warrior, if you have one of the banned Beast Warriors, which is weird. Yeah, I'll explain Kagutsuchi a little bit. Oh yeah, I just forgot Mikazuchi's effect, the second effect. Basically, it works with Yamato and like Crane. When you discard a card, he adds one of the spell cards. So you can add War God Advent, or you can add one of the trap cards. So Armament, Apparition, Monster Reborn, Monster Reborn. Fall Duality. The reason it works so on this deck is because you're rarely special summoning. You literally just sit on the field for the most part just on Yamato. So you don't really, and even if you do, you can get other monsters out using Tensu. So you can do 2 normal summons. You're not special summoning. You don't need to special summon really, unless you need to get over like a few things like Dracosac, in which case you go into Susanoo. So it's good. Potted Valley is good. Forbidden Lance is literally just there to get around the things that Turtle can't protect from, like Torrential Tribute and Dark Hole and Mirror Force, things that don't target. So that's why it's there, because it keeps Yamato on the field, because he's the only one you're not going to have on the field. So anything where it sweeps the entire field, you can use Forbidden Lance and he stays there. So yeah. Tensu, again, it gives you a normal summon so you can get a Beast Warrior. Tenki, you search for Beast Warriors, which is Bear, Mikazuchi, and Yamato. So it's like just to get them, just to consistently get Yamato in your hand, basically. Bottomless Trap Hole. This Bottomless Trap Hole. And then you have the Bujin Armament Operation. Basically, you can target 1 banished monster, so you can target like Killin or like Turtle once you've used them, and put them back in your graveyard so you can reuse them. or if there's a Bujin monster in your graveyard, you can add to your hand. So if you need a Yamato and you haven't drawn into one, you drew into this, you can place that and get the Yamato back. Mirror Force is Mirror Force, Trench Roll is Trench Roll. Vanity's Emptiness, I like it in this deck because you're not like, you're trying to keep one card on the field, and that's just the Yamato. So the most part you can do that. And Yamato's effect doesn't send Vanity's Emptiness to the graveyard because he adds it to the hand first, then you discard it. It's not going from the graveyard to the it's not going from the deck to the graveyard or the field to the graveyard. So it's really good. It's just, it helps stay on the field and it shuts down a lot of decks, and it's really funny when you do. Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning are obvious. Okay, so to the extra deck again. Akagasuchi is one, use 2 Beast Warriors. It doesn't have to be Bujin, so you can use Baron, Mikazuchi or Baron Yamato, or the 2 Bujin Beast Warriors. And his effect is when he's X-rays, when you summon, you mill the top 5 cards of your deck, and for every Bujin, he gains 100 attack, not 1,000. When it's activated, he can't be destroyed by card effect. Like, if any Beast Warrior Bujin type, so himself included, will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach material and keep them alive. So it doesn't just have to be him. If you have another one on the field, I don't know why you don't really need to. They won't die for up to twice, so it's really good. And so he can go up to, like, you can get up pretty high. You can get to 3,000 just on his own effect if you're really, really lucky, and then you usually have Tenki and Intensity at that point. And he's pretty much just get over like a monster, or to just like keep something on the field and stall it out, or just to do a fancy finish. Utopia's Susanoo. Okay, so this is like a great card. He's the story behind them is Yamato like lost his like powers because he was disgraced, and so he gets his relics back, which is the Bujingi cards, and he becomes Susanoo, his final form. Mikazuchi becomes Kagutsuchi. You can kind of tell by the art, but anyway, Susanoo is awesome because he does Yamato's effect, but you can add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard during your main phase, so you don't have to wait until the end phase. And usually you have Crane in your hand, and so what you do is, say your opponent had Draco Sack on the field, and you add Crane to your hand using his effect, and then you attack the 2 tokens, because he can attack each of your opponent's monsters. So you attack the 2 tokens, then you attack over Crane, or you attack over Draco Sack using Crane. And it's fun. It's just a lot of fun, because your opponent, sometimes like people online just get really pissed off. But like, yeah, he's just fun killing Draco Sack and all those other monsters. Constellar Omega. It's a good card. Everything's light. Why else would you run on us? Everything's light. Shockmaster. Tiger King. You just get you can get his fire formation, so it's really nice. And like, if you have 3 fire formations and he dies, you can get a Beast Warrior, so you can get Yamato. Again, everything's raised around Yamato. Papillon Operative. Just card, just attack. Black Ship of Corn. Everything's 4. So just run stable 4 stars. Diamond Direwolf, Beast Warrior, so you don't have to just use him, you can use any of the beasts in your deck. So you can summon Turtle, and then use Turtle, because Turtle's good in the grave. Turtle's alive in the grave, so. Starter's Panorama, they're all light again. Again, I said I'm probably going to take Lavala Chain out. Dagger's Armor is just like, you just use the first effect. Small Pot of Avarice. And Gaga Cowboy for those fun little 800 finishes. So yeah, that's basically that, and I'm probably going to upload a duel with this deck, try and get a decent duel, which is Silver Cable, not with like a ridiculous hand, but like an average hand, and then I'll upload that along with this. So yeah, look forward to it. Anyway, so my name's Colin. I'm going to be going by Zyrith or Shadows Lurk, not sure which yet, on YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed the video. That was my Bujin deck profile, so that's me signing off.